Let's talk about the Lakers. Did you read the news? Did you see what happened in that family? We don't need to watch Succession. We can just pay attention to the Murdoch family and their operation of Fox and who has what power. We can look at a transaction in the Bus family. We can look at a transaction in the Ursay family. You can look at a transaction in the Paul Allen family. There's a lot of things that happen. Families are involved in. That sounded very Christopher Walken, like families. No, that one didn't. There's a lot of family involvement in sports ownership. The Lakers one is interesting. You don't have to have watched Winning Time, though. It wouldn't hurt. Picture Jerry Buss, Dr. Jerry Buss, owns the Lakers and then croaks. Children, Jeannie Buss, daughter, always the one with the power. Brother Joey, brother Jesse, they were more on the basketball side. They were doing scouting, they were finding players. When you've got 3 children, or 2 children, or 5 children, 6 nephews, and a grandniece who used to be a nephew, it doesn't matter what it is. Someone's got to be in charge. The issues it creates in the family can be anywhere on the scale from permanently broken, irretrievably so, to everybody is understanding what the chain of command is. But the interesting thing that generally happens with family ownership is that there is an equality when it comes to the estate plan. Jerry Buss's estate plan was such that when the Lakers got sold to Mark Walter, the Dodgers owner who's now taken over, where Jeannie Buss is still the governor, not like Mark Cuban. Jeannie Buss is literally still the governor of the Lakers, still owns a percentage of the team. That's where he's like Cuban. But the brothers, as part of the deal, when Mark Walter took over, one of the things that happened is that each one of them got about $1 billion. But they kept their jobs until yesterday, when the Los Angeles Lakers announced that they have moved on from Joey and Jesse Buss, that Jeannie Buss and Mark Walter together had stepped in and said, this is the moment we've been waiting for. I can finally dump my brothers and blame it on someone else. It took about 2 minutes for the brothers to come up with a statement. And quite a statement it was. One of the Busses said, the fired one, I kind of felt siloed quite a bit dating back to before the 2023 draft, and I kind of didn't think much of it, but as time went on, and there was a lack of communication between not only my sister and I, but the organization as a whole, while I was combating various health issues, I kind of felt like the writing was on the wall. Another brother talked about, hey, this is not surprising. We are extremely honored to have been part of this organization. Thank you to Laker Nation. We wish things could be different with the way our time ended. At times, we wish we could ask our dad what he would think about it all. That's a mic drop, isn't it? When you have the patriarch of the family who's passed away and all the kids are in court, they're all fighting each other, they all hate each other, and one of the siblings says to the other, what would dad say about this? And Jeannie looks at them and says, Dad's the one who made this happen, you jackknob. The reason why you're not running the team, the reason why you're not the governor is Dad didn't want you to be. Otherwise, it would have been super clear while he was alive what the succession would be. Because what goes on in the TV show where they all fight after the death about who's going to succeed and they go to the board to try to figure it out, that is straight poppycock. It is done while the patriarch is alive. The succession plan. Leagues require the succession plan. It's not like somebody dies and then they're like, oh, what do we do now? Those are great movies. Why is it that the two brothers feel hurt? Because anytime you lose a power play, you're going to feel hurt. Anytime that you feel like someone's doing a job that's bigger, better than your job, and that you could do that job better than they are, you're going to feel hurt. Is it some kind of amazing, gladiator type stuff when Jeannie Buss allows Mark Walter to fire the Buss boys? Didn't even mean that. Do you think Mark Walter came in, bought the team, and did not consult Jeannie and just said, hey, let's think about this basketball organization? Hold on, I got to take a call. Mark Walter said, hey, Andrew Friedman. Hey, Farhan. Tell me about the Lakers front office. Give me a break, would you please? People who are saying it's a coincidence that the Buss boys got fired and then immediately Andrew Friedman was named as a consultant to the Lakers organization. Please. When you're Andrew Friedman and you've done what you've done with the Dodgers, you're making the money you're making. What are you trying to do? You're trying to broaden your horizons. You don't want to be pinned as only a Hall of Fame GM. You want more. You want to be associated with more. Think Theo. You don't think it's enough that Theo wins a World Series with the Red Sox and then with the Cubs and then goes to the commissioner's office? No. Think Theo. He wanted to take a position with Fenway Sports Group as a whole. He wanted more responsibility, ownership stakes. That's where the money is. That's where the glory is. Andrew Friedman being named a consultant was just a natural progression of someone who has seen the pinnacle of the sport and is ready to do more. Farhan, same thing. It's not that all of a sudden Mark Walter is bringing in all of his Dodgers people and saying, this is what the media was reporting. It made me laugh. Do you think Mark Walter walked in, let's make the Dodgers way the Lakers way. Let's show the Lakers organization how we do it in Dodger Town. Please. The reality is it's totally separate. The only person responsible for the Buss boys being let go is Jeannie Buss, not Mark Walter, not Andrew Friedman. Can you imagine Bob Myers? You know that name, the outstanding general manager of the Warriors, then the president of the Warriors. He wanted more. He went on TV. He's like, wait a minute. Now I'm the head of sports for the Josh Harris, David Blitzer group. These guys want to do more. They want to feel like they're moving up the food chain, moving up the power chain into ownership. You think that Bob Myers comes to take over as president of that group and is like, hey, Josh and David, we're going to have to get rid of your children and your siblings. Yep, that's our plan. Just stop it. Just stop it. The reality is that Jeannie wanted to get rid of her brothers. It's a perfectly convenient time. It's not like they did a bad job scouting. They just lost the power play. So I wanted to end this sort of Lakers segment with the concept of what makes the Lakers so normal. In every team where there are family members involved, there's always going to be a winner and a loser. You've seen what the Colts are doing. You've seen what the owner of the Colts does. Please tell me you have. Please tell me that you watch as Carly Ursay-Gordon, the owner of the Colts now, the one in charge, the one granted to be in charge by her late father before he croaked. You've seen pictures of her on the sideline during games. You've seen pictures of her listening to the play calls and taking notes. You've watched all this and you said, wow, does that make her a meddling owner? Does that make her a strange owner? I've never seen someone sit on the sidelines before. It would be like an NBA owner sitting near the bench. It would be like a major league owner sitting near the dugout. Hold on. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's right. I see it everywhere. If anyone gives you any blowback on the female Colts owner because she's on the sideline and you're thinking that that's inappropriate, please try to think of it differently. She's doing exactly what other owners do. and wanting to be around your players, wanting to be around in the clubhouse, locker room, wanting to get the feel of the team in order to make the best possible decisions for the team. Do you criticize the branch manager of your bank when they're walking around trying to talk to the tellers? Do you criticize the CEO of your company for trying once in a while to come down to your level to talk or to think or to listen with what's going on and learn? I was offended, Coca, by all of that happened with Carly Ursay Gordon. But what I will mention to you is that the family dynamic that you're witnessing in the Lakers, the family dynamic that you're witnessing right now with the Padres, all the Seidler brothers and the late wife of Peter Seidler are all fighting, and they're going to have to sell that team. We've covered the fight that happened with the Broncos. Do you have any recollection of what happened with the Bolin family and how much fighting went on there? I assume that you watched the fighting happen with the Texans because damn, I did. Oh my God, Coca, did you remember the Spanos family with the Chargers? It is totally common for this to happen because people get their feelings hurt when the reality of the situation happens, even when you're told about it when the patriarch's alive. Then when it happens, you think that post-death, you can do something to change the reality. You can do something to make yourself in a better position. The Bus brothers just lost. They lost. That's it. Let's not lose our minds.